In 2019, this will be the 7th trip that we have made to India. For me, the common denominator has been the students. The students have shown an incredible resilience to confront, the Indian climate in June, to sit down with these Tibetans and talk to them about their lives in exile, and get the kind of information that you can only get by sitting down and talking person to person.
How have the monasteries changed under occupation?
A successful trip primarily comes back with high-quality interviews of the Tibetan people. That's the primary goal. The secondary goal, and they're really equal, is that our students who conduct the interviews gain a first-hand knowledge of the Tibetan community that is currently living in exile. The particular struggles they have, the successes that they have enjoyed, and how that works and why that works. And primarily, too, for them to really understand what a community based on nonviolence, looks like, what it acts like, what it walks like, the whole sort of complicated structure of nonviolence on the ground, what that phenomenon is. That's a secondary goal, that our students get exposure to that.
And I just, again, am so grateful and feel that I've been able to learn so much just from speaking with you for this bit. Yeah, thank you.
The side benefit for all of this that I had not really anticipated was that the majority of our students are transformed in some way by talking to people for whom compassion and nonviolence is part of their cultural inheritance.
We were all talking yesterday. It was about how it wasn't just, we're not just touring India, and today it really felt real. I feel that I'm just so grateful to be here and learn from these people.
When these students sit down across from these people who have gone through so much and hear these stories, it's a transformative experience for them. And it was for me. So one of the expectations that I have on the 2019 trip is that we're taking a group of 12 students to have the same sort of experience. They're going to be exposed to the same sorts of stories. They're going to perform the same service of recording the story, logging it online in this act of preservation.
After hearing my peers who have gone on this trip before talk about how great this trip was and everything they learned, I was really excited about the opportunity. I think it's really awesome that we get to go and visit a culture that is vanishing, that we get to be a mouthpiece for those people and let their stories be heard, and that we get to firsthand learn from a culture that will not be around really for the next generation unless we start to take initiatives now to help save it.
I first learned about the program through taking Dr. Burris's and Geshe's class on the literature of nonviolence. I was so moved and inspired that I decided to take Geshe's class the following semester on mindfulness and mental health. Just through learning about his perspective and the Buddhist philosophy, it just sparked my interest in the topic even more, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be able to travel abroad.
Personally, I hope to just be able to experience what it's like to be around a culture that is so strengthened by its need to stay unified in the face of challenges.
Compassion is just not a concept that we talk about a lot in the West, and I am really, really excited to learn from a culture where that's just something that is as natural to them as breathing.